Gender polarity pathways. Creating new energy pathways that are restorative and regenerative are central to transforming our sexual energy from the biological depletion methods of rapid release and leaking into methods for perpetual regeneration and maintenance of life force energies. In biological sex methods, the sexual energy as life force is leaked away from, down, and out of the body. And this leads to a depletion effect as the body must now work diligently to replace these precious high-energy creational fluids and the energy they contain that maintains life and vitality. Biological sexual energy pathways are down and out as they leave the body as an evacuation of life force and must be replenished again and again, eventually causing physical death of the body that can no longer sustain itself. We call this aging and body death, and this decline is relatively slow in the eyes of a perceived human lifespan. This is what we experience as the series of aging, disease, and bodily decline effects. When we're young and our bodies are working at optimal levels, this continual release of life force appears as if it can be sustained and easily replenished. We're seeing the human body in its primal optimal stages, and our energy seems unending. This youthful regenerative effect is what the human body was designed to do when the biological organism is managed properly and beyond the lower survival biological programming modes of operation. What we don't realize is that when we're using our bodies from a biological programming, which is based on short-term survival models, we have a limited supply of this life force, and over time the body becomes deeply depleted and literally begins to slowly decompose itself as the biological organism cannot sustain life. When we transition our sexual energy flow into restorative sexuality practices, the energy moves into the body. We maintain the life force, and it can be directed up the body's natural energy channels to establish restorative and regenerative energy flows. In this way, our sexual energy is feeding the body and creating an enhanced ability to restore, heal, and maintain health and well-being. This also affects our emotional and mental health, as it is a weakened and damaged, leaky energy body that contributes to mental and emotional imbalance. And it's this very emotional and mental imbalance that can cause much of our relationship woes as power struggle and imbalance. We are a battery polarity of male and female inside of us. The energetic polarities for each gendered body are reverse polarities, and when unified into one synthesized effect, they operate like a polarized, highly functioning battery. As with all batteries, they're sustained power centers. It's with this union that we can enhance our polarity configurations to activate higher evolutionary potentials that lie dormant within us. The energetic polarity center in the female is in the heart center. This is the activation point for higher life force rhythms and circuits to move and generate ecstatic life force flows. The energetic initiation point is in the center chest, breasts, and heart region. For the male polarity, this origination point is located in the sexual center or genitals. This is the initiation or activation point for the active dynamic force to begin the energetic pulsing required for perpetual regeneration flow. The female initiates the heart frequency that charges the life force circuit with the highest potential creational frequency that can sustain rejuvenation and potentially expand consciousness. The cycling potential in this energetic polarity circuitry can be harnessed for building expanded life force potency, health, and energetic regeneration in the body. In divine feminine sexual embodiment, we're seeking to take the journey to identify where these old biological programs are alive within us and to unprogram ourselves away from submissive or seductress style false feminine sexuality. The divine feminine learns to map her true divine, innocent, erotic, natural sexual blueprint and to awaken and activate her higher sexual energy and evolutionary potentials. The divine feminine, in her awakened, fully sexually mature state, becomes a portal for the mother's sacred Eros and can initiate herself and the masculine into this profound creational space. She begins this work by focusing in the body and at the cellular level. The goal is to identify these old nervous system and cellular programs that block a higher, more natural sexual function, expression, and orgasmic ecstatic flow. This work is accomplished through body awareness, healing intention, energetic release, and alchemical practice.